Ruben Amorim names the Man United star who has already improved so much since he took over. Manchester United's new manager Ruben Amorim believes he has already seen a major improvement from young winger Amad Diallo as he made the transition to playing as a wing-back against Ipswich Town yesterday. The Red Devils drew 1-1 at Portman Road for Amorim's first game in charge, and there were certainly both positives and negatives to take from that game as the Portuguese tactician takes on the challenge of turning this disappointing season around. Amorim clearly feels Diallo was a bright spark for Man United, though, with the 22-year-old doing well in an unfamiliar role, using his pace to good effect as he set up Marcus Rashford for the opening goal less than 2 minutes into the game. As well as that, Amorim spoke afterwards about how much he's seen Diallo improve defensively since working with him in training for just a few days. Discussing Diallo's display at wingback, Amorim said, "He was very good. In 3 days, he improved so much defensively. He was facing the left back. He just had to follow him. He was so focused. He did a very good job." Amorim made good use of a 3-4-3 formation at his former club Sporting Lisbon, but he will be able to get the best out of his current United squad with that system. In Diallo, there is perhaps hope that Amorim has some players who can adapt their game slightly to make these tactics work, but the truth is that it's not a system that's been used very much in the Premier League. For now, Amorim is probably just focusing on trying to get Man United back into challenging for the top four, but it seems he is firmly committed to making his tactical philosophy work in the long run. That should work out for the best, as he can work on it on the training ground and eventually make signings that also fit the system. Eurogiants express interest in Man United attacker Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford has struggled at Manchester United in the last couple of seasons. He has been involved in controversies off the pitch. The attacker has lost his place in the England squad. He has lost his form that he showed 2 seasons ago, and his place in the starting lineup at the club has been questioned due to his poor scoring return. The Man United star was involved in a fallout with former manager Erik ten Hag and came close to leaving the club. The attacker, however, scored the first goal of the Ruben Amorim era on Sunday, but he is still being linked with a move away from the Premier League side. According to Team Talk, the French giants Paris Saint-Germain have revived interest in the services of the English attacker. PSG manager Luis Enrique is unhappy with the attacking options he has at the club right now and wants to add Rashford to his team. Enrique is an admirer of Rashford and believes that the player can be the right addition to the team. The Spanish manager is unhappy with his attackers Gonzalo Ramos and Randal Kolo Muani. The former has failed to live up to expectations following a big money move, while Kolo Muani has struggled to find his goal-scoring touch for the French club. Man United have no intention of letting the 27-year-old attacker leave the club. This is not the first time PSG have shown an interest in signing the Man United star. The player has a contract at Old Trafford that runs until 2028, which puts the Red Devils in a strong position to keep the player. The club hierarchy and the new manager Amorim see Rashford as a crucial part of their future. The player himself has no intention to leave the club and wants to lead the project under Amorim. Rashford is happy in England and playing for the Premier League giants, and once again, PSG would have to accept rejection in their pursuit of the 27-year-old attacker. Man United hierarchy brutally decides summer signing is not good enough for them. Manchester United are currently in the process of deciding the future of some of their players. The arrival of a new manager, Ruben Amorim, will bring changes to the club in terms of personnel. New signings will be made by the club in order to support the manager, while players who are surplus to requirements will be shown the exit door. One of the players who is facing an uncertain future at the club is striker Joshua Zirkzee. According to Manchester Evening News, club chiefs are not convinced with the Dutch attacker and feel he is not on the right level to play for the Premier League giants. Zirkzee was signed by former manager Erik ten Hag in the summer transfer window, but he has struggled to adapt to life in the Premier League. The former Bologna striker has managed to score just one goal all season, and in 17 appearances, it's a poor return from the former Serie A star. The Red Devils signed him after he scored 12 goals in 37 games in all competitions last season, but that form is nowhere to be seen this season at Old Trafford. The club hierarchy is not fully convinced by Zirkzee, and they may look to offload him as early as next year. They have decided to keep Rasmus Højlund at the club and invest more time in him, which means that Zirkzee would have to make way for any new striker that the club decide to sign. Man United are looking to sign a new striker next year, someone who can fit into the playing philosophy of manager Amorim, who likes to play with a 3-4-3 formation. Zirkzee has admirers from Italy as well as the Premier League. Unai Emery's Aston Villa side are interested in signing the Netherlands international, while the likes of Juventus, Napoli, Milan, and Inter Milan are all keen on securing the services of the attacker. A move to Juventus might be the ideal option for the striker, as it could provide him the opportunity to reunite with manager Thiago Motta, who he played under at Bologna. Ruben Amorim levels accusation at Man United players after dugout debut. Ruben Amorim has accused his new Manchester United players of thinking too much in their one-to-one draw with Ipswich Town on Sunday. The Red Devils took the lead just 2 minutes into Amorim's reign through Marcus Rashford, but were pegged back by Omari Hutchinson's 43rd minute equaliser. Although they rallied near the end, United had goalkeeper Andre Onana to thank for their point at Portman Road. The Cameroon international made numerous big saves at key moments, including twice denying Liam Delap from close range. For United supporters, there were positives. United offered glimpses of what they can do under their new manager, who fielded a new 3-4-3 system and oversaw some more fluid passing. But for Amorim, he is likely now getting a grasp on how big of a task awaits him at Old Trafford following his arrival from Sporting, where he won 2 league titles and 2 cups in 4 years. Assessing the game after the full-time whistle, Amorim said his players were thinking too much and failing to take advantage of promising counter-attack situations. However, he did heavily caveat his examination with the fact that as a full squad, United have only had 2 days together since Amorim's arrival. He said, "My players were thinking too much in the game. We had just 2 days altogether. We need more. They leave us 1 against 1, and we have to use those moments. It was a tough match. We lost some balls without pressure. When you start like this, you have to control the ball. We cannot do it at the moment, but they really tried. They are really trying, and they've won this. We have to address the new ideas now and try and be better for the next stage." United have a busy week ahead with home ties against Bodo Glimt and Everton in the Europa League and the Premier League, respectively. Ruben Amorim contacts Star to put Man United in a pole position for €80 million transfer. Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has had some contact with his former Sporting Lisbon star Ousmane Diomande over a potential transfer to Old Trafford. The talented young centre-back has shone at Sporting, becoming a key player for the club during Amorim's time in charge, and Cout Offside understands the Portuguese tactician is keen to work with him again. Sources are also aware of interest from Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester City in Diomande, but it's now felt that Amorim's presence at Man United will put them in pole position to sign the Ivory Coast international. One potential obstacle, however, is Diomande's €80 million release clause, which Sporting are likely to hold out for if clubs come knocking on their door about him. One imagines United fans will have a few Sporting stars on their wish list at the moment after seeing the tremendous work Amorim did with them. Diomande is an outstanding young talent who could surely strengthen the Red Devils' defense, while others such as Victor Gyökeres, Martin Hjulmand and Gonzalo Inacio are also surely good enough to move up to playing for bigger clubs and in more competitive leagues. It will be interesting to see if Amorim can raid his old club, as one imagines Sporting will be determined not to find themselves raided by Man United once again. Losing Amorim will have been a big blow for the Lisbon outfit, so they will surely be desperate to hang on to star names like Diomande for as long as possible in order to smoothen the transition. Still, United could do with strengthening in defense after some unconvincing form from Matthias de Ligt, while Lenny Yoro has struggled with injuries for now. Diomande could also be ideal, as he will know how to slot in to Amorim's preferred system of playing with the three at the back. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.